Hi everybody, I'm Marianne Stolbrocki, a librarian here at the Whitworth Library, and I've put together a very short video to introduce you to a wide range of things that you can use for this upcoming assignment. Um, so the first thing you might want to ask yourself is, what kind of sources do I want to use? I'm starting here at the library's front page, and here under collections are a couple of pretty interesting things. We've got streaming media. So things like this, digital films on demand, have things like actual full-length movies, documentaries, clips from TV shows, things on ABC News and BBC, HBO, as well as little instructional clips that are often used in classes. Additionally, under collections, we have newspapers. And newspapers are a really great resource for finding out what's going on at the time. We've got collections that cover a whole bunch of newspapers at once. You'll see these over here on the left. We also have individual newspapers if you want to search those directly. You might recognize some titles like Chicago Tribune, LA Times, New York Times, the Wall Street Journal. We even have the Spokesman Review and Seattle Times. You might also want to dig around a little in history, and our historical newspaper collections are kind of fun as well. Some are things like the New York Times, going all the way back to 1851, or the London Times, again going all the way to 1785. But one of my favorites is American periodicals, and that's 1740 to 1940. But what's kind of cool about this is that you can search pretty much any element that you would find in typical newspapers or magazines. So you could limit just to advertisements, correspondence, editorial cartoons, front matter, feature, image or photograph, letter to the editor. Those can be kind of interesting. Poem, recipe, review, stock quote, statistics, all those different kinds of pieces. But let's say you need a little bit more information. So books and book chapters are a really important part of research. And some people, the thought of using a book for source information seems a little intimidating, but we almost never expect you to use a whole book from the beginning until the end. You're probably going to use a couple chapters, maybe a section. So let's see quickly what we can find. I'm going to try nature and health and benefits. Let's see what we find. Found about 100 things. Actually, this very first one, Nature RX, Improving College Student Mental Health. This is an online book. So pretty much if anyone or everyone in the class wanted to access this, you could do that from your computer, more or less simultaneously, and you wouldn't even have to come into the library. If you think 100 is still too many, over here on the left, these are all kinds of ways that you can limit that 100. You can limit by if it's available in print or online, a particular topic, the kind of book it is it an ebook? Is it a reference work? So does it have things that you would refer back to? You can even limit by language, but here all 100 are in English. Let's say that you still want a little bit more information, and you've heard that the library is the best place to go for articles. Well, I have to admit we probably are. Let's say you found some books, maybe a couple book chapters, but you'd like some articles, and those could be peer-reviewed or they could be from magazines. So let's go here under research guides. The library has about 200 databases that cover everything that's studied here at Whitworth to help you find what you need. And because we have so many, we've organized them by discipline, as you can see over here. But we also have 3 general article databases, and those are really great. Maybe if you just need a couple of articles or you're just getting started, I happen to like Academic Search Complete. I'm going to try my topic again. So, nature and health and benefits. This time I found 7,200 things, way too many. However, I can limit again over here to maybe just full text or maybe by a set of publication dates. So maybe only anything written since 2000. And that will reduce my number. But I can also limit by subject. And so of these records, which matched my search, I could limit to any one of these things. So psychological aspects, maybe that's interesting. Maybe I want to limit only to the US. So I can pick and choose as many as I want. And my number is getting smaller. But one other thing that I can limit by are source types. So sometimes you really do need scholarly, academic, peer-reviewed journals. And sometimes you want something a little bit more relatable. And so magazines or newspapers might be the way to go. So this is developing a PARCC prescription program for your community. And from here, I have the PDF full text, so I could pull it up and read it. Over here on the right, I have lots of ways I can print it out, I can email it to myself, and I can cite it. So if I need to cite it in my paper, I have all these choices. So maybe I need to use APA, here I can copy and paste, or maybe MLA, again copy and paste. These tools for citing are about 90% effective, so I always advise people to give it a pretty good once-over before you turn it in to your instructor to make sure it's what they want. All right, I hope that this has given you a pretty good overview of where to get started in the library. But again, this is just sort of a taste of the things we have. I didn't go into depth. But over here on the front page, we have all kinds of ways for you to get a little extra help. So you can email the reference desk. You can email a particular subject librarian and they'll get back to you. You can make a research appointment, and those can be in person or done over Zoom. They often last 15 minutes to half an hour to 45 minutes. Or you can chat with a librarian, and that's available from 10 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. And that's really great if you have quick questions, you are looking at a book and you don't know how to actually get your hands on it, something like that. All right, well, again, I'm Marianne Stoll-Brockie. Thank you for your attention and good luck on your assignment.